Ark.
Salvation first.
Ark.
On the way to heaven.
God bless you all this evening.
Meno kasa afa satanic advice. Obrensam afutuo a etosumienu.
I'm having a teaching, so I'm teaching you about Satanic Advice Part 2.
Deception 2.
Deception 2. It's amazing how the devil advises us. And I'm talking about the advice of the devil or satanic advice.
The power of the mind.
The power of the mind surpasses everything in this world.
Satan and the agent will need to me so.
Satan, including his agents, do not have any power or dominion on we human beings.
First Samuel chapter 16 verse 7.
According to 1 Samuel chapter 16 verse 7.
Na Bible say nipa de ohwe de atia aniwa.
According to the Bible, we humans consider or look what is on the surface of the eyes.
Bible
they look at what's on the eyes. And God considers the heart. Upon all the power that the devil has, he has no power though to see what we have inside us.
Now the power of the mind is the will of a man. The
power of the mind is the
will.
Is the will of a man. The power of your mind is the power of your will.
So what to me bo wa adwene mo pose biribi won ya to me bia ntumi ma wo nkoya sa adokode na da.
If you have a firm decision that you will not do something, yes, there's no power that is going to control you to do that thing. And
into no mubu baby say we betime de ponko akonsu ano na so wuntumi nhye no ma ne num nsuo.
That is why we have an adage that goes as you can force the horse to the riverside, but you cannot force it to drink from the well.
And into obi bia ne ntumi tumi bia ne ntumi ye e ma won ye de awon pe agise wo de wa adwene ma no.
And so there's no power that can control you to do what you do not want to do unless you give your mind to that spirit.
Tumi bi ne ntumi ma won no monsa tumi bi ne ntumi ma won pe ma agise wo de wa adwene ma no.
There's no power that can force you to be an alcoholic or to be a womanizer unless you give or you buy in the idea.
Tumi bi entimi ma wu wiade ena tumi bi entimi ma wu ndi enimpa bone agisa wo de wa adwene agitum.
There's no power that can lead you to be a bad person, or there's no power that can make you sin unless you buy in the idea.
Bosomfo bi ni wiase ba bi obetimi akun agisa obi de wo koma no so nkun.
There's no power that can kill you from the lesser gods unless someone takes you there to kill you.
Unsiane ka lo gbogbo fonde kamele ke awo jise America unto America ko itepe ma afi wa wo.
And it was the Bible say enkomo bone essay obrapa.
That is why the Bible says bad or evil communication destroys good manners.
The Bible be asem kaka vondia egbena amegbeto.
And it you mre tie me ye pa na hu say brunsam ni nimpa so to me one bit.
So I want you to listen very careful this evening and know that the devil has no power on us one bit.
Me die magbona le fie na do to mpa be abosa me pon se na mi adumoto de kagile ga adapopo de kakura o.
Me san akabiom Satan ni to me wo nimpa bia so.
The devil has no power over anybody.
Abosa me pon se na ma de kagi o.
Na obrunsam so ontimi ye obia da.
And he can never have any power.
Abosa ma to wona de kew.
In the book of Psalms, Bible say no onimpa ne hwan a wama na sen abofo.
According to the book of Psalms, the Bible tells us or makes us understand that we humans are
more greater, powerful than angels.
We humans are greater than the angels.
Bible be mi amegbeto a unsen le mi o mi ape amekokyo.
Onyankopon bo nipa se ne saso na ma ne tumi nyina.
God created us as in his own image and gave us all the power.
Ma wo mi de eyantope nolomenu wo na unsemi.
Enti do se onyankopon ni ho a ode nipa agina nanem.
And so if there is no God, he placed we human in his presence.
Tanenyi be mo melewa ekwa amegbeto de etepe.
Na obrunsam pa se obedi nipa so no tie kwan ofa so e.
Just when the devil wanted to rule us, this is how he went about it.
Abosam ba be adufia de mi aja mi pomo ekeji oto.
Genesis chapter 3 verse 6.
According to Genesis chapter 3 verse 6.
Le mo se pa gbanleta eton kupi ade.
The oye ne say okotu Eve efo.
What he did was that he went to advise Eve.
Nu ike wonye be eva khulonu Eve.
Afutu ode man ne say hwe mudi a morenwu mudi a morensai mani beti na mo be yete se onyankopon no.
The advice he gave them was that when they ate the fruit, they were not going to die. Rather, they were going to be as wise as God.
And in the Bible say obaniti afutu no eye ne fe na eye ne de na ne kondoi into otidi.
So the Bible says that after she heard the advice, she was excited, and so she went ahead to eat the fruit.
My question I maybe say on say, or what and or tear the abanoma Eve, and also any Eve kasaye and Eve and kasate.
My question this evening is, did the serpent pluck the fruits for Eve, or did he advise Eve so she could go and pluck the fruits?
Or one auntie my Eve and kasanete.
The serpent did not pluck the fruit. Eve did.
And into Mamma and Sancho Mobber and some afutu so back.
Okay, so let me continue to give you another satanic advice that he has.
2 Samuel chapter 16.
According to 2 Samuel chapter 16.
So what can kind nina obehu Absalom and Ahithophel.
If you read the whole chapter, you find out about Absalom and Ahithophel.
Afutu o de man no so na ne gye ho no otu so na mo pepepe.
The advice that he gave him, and he also listened and went ahead to do what he had to do.
Mama yankosha Amo and the Taman so.
Let's consider Ammon and Tamar too.
Na Amo and your feelings when you love towards Tamar.
Ammon had these feelings towards Tamar.
Amosa en seselam ne vane de tema.
Na so na Amnon entimi into anamo enye na kono no so ade.
But Ammon didn't have the willpower to approach Tamar.
Kaka amosa meto zode seselam la meji meto zode jiu.
And into eno so kenkan 2 Samuel chapter 13 kan ni nyina obehu.
That is also according to 2 Samuel chapter 13. Read everything and you will find out what happened.
Samuel pagbaleta veleta wie tonko ye.
Ne santi ma me pese wote ase ene se obronsam afutuo de bia eye fe pa.
All that I want you to understand is that the advice of the devil or the satanic advice is a very nice one.
Nuike medue na nyebe la bosan be nu kromenya enye nuike enya kpopa.
Ene nti onipa bia wo asase so no obronsam ne wusutumi na mom odikan ba wo nchen ene obakasa.
So the truth is that the devil has no power over us at all. But what he does is that he comes closer, talk to you, and then you also make sure you do what he wants you to do.
Nuike medue na nyale fie be abosan me pon sande juo kebon avagbo abafo nukulu.
For example, fanisa woti obi nchen. O ho no mo na adwene bi aba wotirim. Me kura nipa mete ne nchen me nya mfaso bia na se mfaso bia de ho a obenya. Ade nti na wa wontu kwan na nkopa wa adwuma ye.
For example, if you are staying with someone and then all of a sudden you have the idea that, okay, this person is not really going to help me, so why don't I travel somewhere else and find my own life?
Le podema elamedegbo elamesuboma kaka ko susura avata me nu kata melete puma nyi hanyi ma dezo aiden gonya ayi avadi doda awo.
What's that photo where you have to bonnet? Say about Trimua.
Do you realize that it's not a bad idea at all?
Oba bi wo ho no mo ana eba ne tirim say ukunu sania no ho ye fe na okokro mu aya obo life nti ugi di say oba oni oba bi ani nkomo.
So there's this lady who is assuming that since the husband was handsome, probably when he went to town there were other girls he was going to see.
She was not assuming. The
thought came into her mind.
Nyolo biade hanli abesusunye be eleke ifro uchu jede kaya nenye be oyigboma ke mefuna no kre nyolo adekewa.
And into the buy and say, and your face and you coon for the Juma Befia, or by check in the phone. So now wash your calls and the messages are when you.
Then what came next was that, okay, she was going to look out for messages and text messages from the husband's phone and know what was going on.
Susuike wanye be kenebe isoncho gbomegboa ebe funu ya akove ya charge ya kpom message ya okata heba ya kpo e.
Obai de na saa na ne ba no hoso no na saa adwene na ba ne tirimu no egu na ware.
This went on till the lady realized later on that she had divorced out of this idea.
Nu ya yi jile nyono pa gbeme taka na kpo a esonde pe gblene.
Obronsam to nipafo a adwene ode to wotrim no say wo de ba honam fam a otumu say eye faye.
If the devil advises you or if you think to have a satanic advice, indeed when it comes to real life it's a very nice one.
Enyebe abosam koronu wa nenyebe na kweba untina ma enya nu ike enya kpo.
Utie Osmani Morrison.
Don't forget you are listening to Messenger Morrison.
Mel elenyefa nupo semcho Morrison gbo.
Ma me pesa oti ase imren se obronsam afutuo ho eye fe pa na so ani.
All I want you to understand is that satanic advice is a beautiful one.
Ni ike medue na nyanyebe abosam fe nukromenya enya nu ike enya kpo.
Na de bia no se drop an idea into your brain or thought. Oma na sound ye very audible say onyankopon there.
Every time that he drops a sound in your memory, all that he does is that he makes sure that is so audible than that of God's.
Eke wafonu alo nebenya de agado bosusuma alo fa deji a anyana de ke adu mo fanyaji.
Anenti honomo obonsa adwene bi aba wotirim.
That is why sometimes we have messages dropped in our mind.
Eyata na lekwa susude avatar now.
Wote honomo na asem bi aba wotirim.
That is why we have ideas drop in our minds.
ne lekwa susude avata menao
na no ana ye nua no to nyumi se anka asasa mi bisa sa abaya Yesu fe sa adwene no eba wotirimu a ansa obetu so anamo no anka wo se obi se Jesus se ebeye fa na.
Once we have the thoughts, all that we should have done was to find out from God if that thought was going to be okay with God.
eya tanya eke gbomo ebe nye ne yebe esenupu oda elebe na kpobe enwa
Nanso onyame kasa enimpa nte obronsam kasa enimpa tenentem.
But the sad thing is that when God speaks, we do not hear. But when Satan speaks, we hear it even faster.
nubrani tebe ne yebe manfo nu a o meseno ka kana yebe abosanfo na misene ya
Esanse ono de wa banyem pe e wa asase sunti.
Because he's so closer to us on this earth.
eya ta abosama etede miompa eya ta mitosena fegbe
Tie me say sisu bi o se obronsam afutuo anase obronsam ideas se eba wotirimu a eye fe papa na eye neje so.
I want to repeat for you that when you have satanic advice dropped in your mind, it is so beautiful.
mediama gagbona okebe na abosanfo nya oba obasusuma enye nu ike enya kpo
Na se bronsam no wankasa kasa na wonte a obowura wadamfo mu.
And when the devil speaks, or when you have a satanic advice and you do not even pay attention to what he does, is that he speaks through your friend.
nenyaba abosam webu metodu juwo wa akwekoto hono odaji
Oye adwuma no fa wunua wadamfo anybody who is close to you.
He makes sure he works through the next person who is very close to you. It could be your sister or your friend.
nenyaba webu meto wa ato weto hono oji alo nto no vi onchu alo no vi onyonunji
Ebetimi aya wo maame, ebetimi aya wo sofo, ebetimi aya asorpani, ebetimi aya obia.
It could be anybody, your pastor, your mom, your sibling, anybody at all.
ato weto sofoji onovi oji amechichiji
Ebetimi aya wunua wo nenete asor de.
It could even be the very friend or sister you have in the church.
ato weto hono alo nto sister we kemi pe mi le church de kadem
Na okra asor adwuma wo ye yetua woka.
Are you being paid for what you do for the church?
owo kra de ke wom ne le solomenele o le fehe na wa
Wa sori abrabrabre den na yede ba ma wo.
What at all are they giving to you for all this suffering?
de kata wom ne le de o le fehe na oga
Me catch raw. Say adwuma ya wo ye waso dem ha de bia. Wan kopa adwuma bia ya wa bra bo be say yo.
It will be better if you found a better job doing than doing this in church.
de kata wom ne le solomon le fede ke na otaja agba na inavadi dore na wo
Maame ka asem nkyiraw. We ya wodi na chiri se wan pe ba bia amfa anko ya wa ade a. Wo be di na chiri sa wa wie ye nyina be say yo.
I want to advise you to find a better life because you will not find anything better following this person.
mediama agba na yebe ne le nu ya jimu agba okodomo kwa adwanta ja agba na inavadi dore na wo
Hwe be ma ya woni ne ti wo ho se wodi na chiri a ebe hia wa awu. Ade ntina wo mpe sa chika na se be ma foforo bi nka wo kunu.
Why don't you find a different person or a boyfriend aside your husband, because this man is not really going to help you.
na yebe soro ikeneda na le soro yo ma akpro wa ide tepere ko ka ja agba na din chububuke akokpere soro
Oho ye fe me ma be ma ba ko nse wa bra bo ja no na obenya foforo.
Don't waste your time on one person, such as with all this beauty that you have. Make sure you have others who also help you.
megagba ide unchu ike gbonele ala bana ejetu gbaja agba na di bubu
Ma recommend Ghana film bia ye fa no Kumase nyonko e de a kire o.
I want to recommend this movie titled Kumasi Yonko for you.
maja agba adi film de pe nkonye kumansi nyanku
Dia me pese o te ase ne se obronsam afutuo de bia eye fe.
I want you to understand that satanic advice is very beautiful.
mediama gbona le tiemba abosan be nu kromenya enye nu ike enya kpo
Na hu se obronsam afutuo nkosoro de bia eba fom.
And note that the devil's advice or satanic advice does not go upwards. It's always downwards with us.
nyabe abosan pe nu kromenya meyi na de jimo anyigba kole
De bia o kire wo niam a eye ohonam fam niam nko a.
He's always teaching us the things that are related to the flesh.
Satanic ideas are your worldly things in Kwan.
Bonsam adwene anaso bonsam afutuo nneoma efa wiase ho nko a.
Abosampe no dodo nye nu ikenye akono nu ikenye kikemepe no jojuro wo.
Obronsam afutuo de bia ekira wo nipa no wiase akwan ene wiase nneema ene nneema nipadua ne henko a.
Satanic advice always is that which teaches us the things of the world or worldly things and things that pertain to the flesh.
Abosampe no kromenya nye nu yokenye kikemepe no jojuro na mo alo kikemepe no enko abutamele.
Na woni mribi se owie ne sana na hu se odwesi kwan so a ode wo be call sayem.
Just after he's done with his advice, then you have to know that you're on your way to destruction.
Sisi a wo kura wa ben wote wo ho kote wa asore a ebeyeye wo tumi nyina ntete wo ho kote wa asore ebeyeye.
Now these are some of the thoughts. You have power enough to be your own pastor. So why don't you get your own church and start doing something?
Obronsama futuo ye bebre na me de obesi ha na mabrao deception 3.
There are so many satanic advice that we have, but I want to end here and bring the part 3 of this very theme to you.
WhatsApp or call Osumani Morrison. Ewo 024 77 01364.
WhatsApp or call Osumafo Morrison or Messenger Morrison on 0247 701364.
God bless you.